My 32 female boyfriend, 33 male, has given me an ultimatum between my child and him. Hi, I'm a first-time poster using a name my friend made for me, and this isn't as simple as the title explains, so please read fully before you comment. I live with my boyfriend in VA. My boyfriend owns his home outright and makes his living by renting out several other properties, but due to that and where we live he doesn't actually work much at all. He's very well off and provides a good life for myself and until a few weeks ago my daughter 12 female. I go to a local nursing school and work as a nurse's assistant that helped me get into the program and helps with my credits. The school isn't traditional, so though my credits won't transfer, my nursing degree will be recognized regionally. I don't really make much money, and I could never afford to live close enough to my program or job on my own or other roommates. However, it's more than worth it. I know it may be hard for some to understand, but I grew up without running water for many years in my youth, and I'm the first to graduate high school, let alone attend any type of higher education. On the issue, my boyfriend is more than a good provider, he's a very loving and caring man. He's always been there for a shoulder or loving surprises. He does a lot to show that he loves me. But my daughter hates this man, and even after years of therapy and family therapy we really have no idea why. Her bio father is military and he is present in her life. We decided that no one would parent our daughter that wasn't us or grandparents. So boyfriend doesn't parent her but has tried to bond with her over other things like sports, music, and animal life. My daughter has never known a life where she and her father were together. In therapy my daughter only says boyfriend is lazy and she doesn't like him around. That's all. Never anymore. After years that's all we have been able to get out of her, but she got worse in her behavior and I have zero idea what to do. My daughter started by breaking windows in the house and blaming others. She broke a musical instrument and blamed her stepbrother who wasn't here the week it broke. She let air out of my BF's bike tires the night before a mountain bike trail and said, if he broke his back he would be gone for some time, and the last straw was letting my BF's dog loose in the neighborhood and having him picked up by animal control. My boyfriend said enough is enough and she needs to go. He told me that he understood what that meant for us, but she was no longer welcome in his home. She was too risky for his son and dog. My daughter was happy and told him she was glad to be gone. The issue is, she's starting to scare me too. She's 12 years old and she's getting worse. I told her many times we have a great life here and we finally found someone who wants to love us for us, and she didn't care. I can't move out and continue work and school due to the cost of living. It just would not at all be possible. I could quit both but it would guarantee her a life of misery. I sent her to my parents' house so I could figure this out and she was elated to be away at first but has since began begging to come back. My parents live in a very low-income city and she is being bullied badly due to race and being different. I've gone to the school 3 times but that made it worse if anything. The school board was no help at all. She's been in 2 fights and one she got beat up enough to scare her from leaving the apartment. I thought this was the turnaround in her life and talked to BF about coming back. He has said no. The door swings one way, and I'm happy she's gone. No more stress or mocking in my own home. I begged but he isn't relenting. Boyfriend has offered to pay for my moving expenses, but I can only afford to move to my parents. Literally nothing at all would change for daughter. The only change would be no light at the end of the tunnel because I have no career prospects. What's the right answer here? What am I supposed to do with this situation? It's a lose-lose and I just feel like a failure in life and failure as a mother. This is a rewrite of a post from a week ago. That one was BF's perspective. Lol. Yikes, that is a terrible situation all around. I don't blame your boyfriend. Your daughter's behavior is escalating and he needs to protect himself. Your daughter needs you, though. You should probably go to your parents' city to BR with her, work on getting her into therapy, then focus on your longer-term career plans. Honestly, I think the best solution is to keep going to school and have your daughter stay at your parents'. That way you can get your financial independence. It's not necessarily a bad thing to have her live with your parents for a while. That's what ended up happening to my brother and it was better for him in the long run. Is homeschooling an option for her though? Don't be so hard on yourself. You are a mother in a bad situation and you're trying your best. It will work out, just don't give up. Get that kid to therapy. Why don't you put your foot down as the parent? You're in control, not the child. This was posted in Am I the Asshole last week from the BF's perspective. What's with the recycling? Your daughter wanted out and now she's out. 12 is old enough to learn that lesson. Maybe if she herself went to your boyfriend and talked to him without you there so they can be honest. Make it clear that if she doesn't convince him she can change, then her situation will remain the same, and have her sign a contract with all the required conditions to stay, along with what will get her kicked out again. Your daughter needs serious inpatient therapy. Like serious inpatient therapy. Anyone who would break things and lie about, try to kill someone and be proud of it, needs serious inpatient therapy. Don't let her lie to the counselors. Your parents aren't the solution. Serious inpatient therapy is the solution. After reading more of you and your significant other posts, your daughter needs to understand, she is being treated now the way she was treating your significant other and his son. Serious inpatient counseling can help with that. I hope the military will pay for it. Have you ever tried getting your daughter tested for things like ADHD, autism or anything else? I know it can be really hard to do this, but her behavior indicates something like this going on. A doctor should be able to see her and diagnose anything, or they may refer you to someone more qualified. If she does get diagnosed with something, then maybe your boyfriend will be more understanding and consider letting her back, providing she starts getting the support she needs. Unfortunately, it's hard to give her much support without knowing what's actually going on. Why can't she stay with her dad for a while? Isn't he helping financially? If you abandon your child to give yourself a better life, you are a bad parent. Go ahead and tell me I am too harsh, but you brought this kid into the world. She's 12, different kids react differently to puberty. Some kids are rude, some are violent, some go off and do drugs or get pregnant, and it is a parent's job to take care of them anyway because you raised her. She grew up as a reflection of your parenting, and it is your job as her mother to own that and be there for her, even if you have to give up your comfortable lifestyle. Just my opinion, but sounds like a chemical imbalance of some type. How long do you have left in school? And are you 100% completely certain that he's never touched her? I remember this post from the other week, and he's 100% right in not letting her back in his house. Okay, this is likely fake, but if it's by some chance not and your school is Stratford, get the fuck out. That place is worthless and you will struggle to get a job. Source: used to work there. She needs morning to night activities. She is acting out, because she cannot deal with all of the changes. She should be enrolled immediately into a judo, or karate class that offers intense physical activity, while being coupled with mental exercise. She should be swimming 3 times a week on top of her judo classes. She should also be running 1 mile to 5 miles a day. Believe me, after she has a month of these intense physical excursions, her mind will begin to settle, and will begin to more effectively handle the overwhelming stress she is feeling. She is overwhelmed in spirit, and needs help in managing those feeling of powerlessness. If she gains in strength, she will gain in emotional maturity. Admittedly, I don't understand this site well at all. I keep seeing a negative score on my comments that are answering questions that you are asking. I don't care about that, but my friend is telling me it makes it harder for people to see my replies. I'm not sure what to do about that. Shut the fuck up. Stop making shit up. Will the daughter apologizing to your boyfriend may make him change his decision? Is there any way you can put her in a hostel or boarding home near you? I am so sorry that you have to let go off your career and your life. Simple: if the kid lives in his house, you have to let him punish her. If she does think she's acting out because she knows she can get away with it. Because he can't do anything. It's well done cost you your relationship. The answer is your boyfriend is well within his rights here, and no one here is going to recommend you abandon your 12 years old for a cushy life. I think your assumption that you'll have no career prospects or options to finish school is uncreative black and white thinking, cause you're trying to come up with reasons to justify abandoning your daughter. I'm wondering about sexual abuse. Can you rule it out entirely? You need to slap some sense into her. Might sound harsh, but it's the truth. Kids these days don't know what respect means anymore. not even towards their parents. I don't envy you up. Considering everything, I think you have no choice left but to pause your studies, move in with your parents and get another job. Hopefully that way you can save enough to allow you to be more independent in the future. In the meantime, push to get your daughter diagnosed, as you can't make her better if you don't know what the problem is. It's not going to be easy for you, but you can always go back to your studies later. It's never too late for that. I'm in my late 30s and just finished my second master's degree. Some of my colleagues were in their 40s or even older. Maybe have a look at open university courses too, or courses for adults at the community college. But right now it's triage, and your daughter needs you the most. I'm sorry about your daughter. One day, with therapy, she'll be okay. However, you must move out and restart. She is dangerous. If this isn't fake side-eye, then you need to resign yourself to the fact that you are a poor parent and your poor parenting has cost you your relationship, home, job, and education. The only thing to do is to move to your parents and start again. Your daughter will be upset, but she needs to understand her circumstances are a consequence of her actions. Your boyfriend is doing what's best for him, and that's dumping you and your problem child. Either that or send her to her father and hope for the best. The kid needs therapy. Always choose your child. She's obviously in distress. Why are we even discussing about this? Child. You can always find a better boyfriend, but you cannot find a better child. Obviously you put your daughter first. Do everything you can to help her and get her into another school. Don't date a man that would treat your daughter like this.